Keep up, Bailey. I don't want to leave you behind.
You need to slow down. There are coins over here.
But the timer.
Just chill out, Kimberly. The game designers give us plenty of time to explore and find all the secrets.
Game designers? What are you talking about?
The designers of the game we're playing?
Okay, I know we're playing a video game, but what do you mean about the game designers giving us time? I thought the goal of this game was to reach the end of the level before the time runs out.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be looking under every rock, exploring every crevice, or climbing every tree. There are secrets to be found, new worlds to unlock.
Secrets? New worlds?
Obviously, you've got a lot to learn.
Well, then teach me.
Okay, first, we've got to look for signs of secrets.
Okay, what would that look like?
It could be anything, but a good start is coins that look like they might be impossible to reach.
Oh, like those over there?
Exactly. We could waste our time trying to jump up there, or we could look around for a secret door or button.
Or this lever over here?
Exactly.
A ladder. Now we can reach those coins.
You're getting it. Is there anything else up there?
Yeah, I see an old radio.
Awesome. Want to listen to it?
But the timer?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll start a cutscene. Usually those stop the clock.
Usually?
We'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, Bailey, Kimberly, what are you up to this morning?
Hi, Mr. Jacobs.
Bailey's teaching me all about the ins and outs of this video game.
Video games, huh?
Mr. Jacobs, can you believe that this girl had never even heard of Super Jones World?
Oh, it's shocking.
No, right? Who hasn't heard of the famous Lithuanian electrician and his struggle to save the Pear Princess, ruler of Fungus Land?
Well, I have now. Are we gonna keep playing? I want to be able to put my name on the top 10.
Oh, my dear, sweet Kimberly, you've still got a lot to learn.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Ashley, how are you today?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not too much. Kimberly and Bailey are trying to beat a high score on a video game.
Wow, ambitious.
I think we can do it. It just takes practice.
And a truckload of luck.
How about you, Ashley? What's going on with you?
I was just reading my Bible.
Of course she was.
And I had a question for you, Mr. Jacobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I need a definition.
Definition?
Yeah, like the meaning of a word.
Sure. Though I think a dictionary might help you.
Yeah, well, I tried that, but I think this word might need a more personal touch.
Okay. And what is the mystery word?
It's the word honor. I see it a lot in the Bible, and it's like a thing, but something you do too?
That is an interesting one. And sorry. I've been expecting a call from Fiona. I'll be right back.
Such convenient timing.
Yeah, what a cliffhanger. Do you want to listen to the radio while you wait for him to get back, Ashley?
Good idea, Kim.
All right. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Where were we?
You were about to tell Ashley what the word honor meant.
Right. Thanks, Bailey.
I can tell her if you want, Mr. Jacobs.
You can?
Sure, it's simple. An on-er is the opposite of an off-er.
Thanks, Kim. All my problems are solved.
You've been waiting to say that for the past half hour, haven't you?
More like 15 minutes.
Well, as witty as Kim's answer is, if you don't mind, I'll give my answer now.
Yes, please.
Honor has a few meanings. Like you said before, honor is both a thing and an activity. I think a good word that we use more often is respect. To honor someone is to show them respect, or to announce that they deserve respect for something.
Huh, that kind of makes sense. So, when the Bible tells us to honor our parents or the people in charge, it means to respect them and tell others why we need to respect them?
That's pretty much it. And the word for this respect is...
Honor?
Exactly.
Okay, well, this is pretty basic stuff, Mr. Jacobs. I have a question about honor that maybe isn't in the Bible.
All right, Bailey, what's that?
Okay, so I watch a sci-fi TV show with my dad. You know, lasers and computers.
I'm with you so far.
In that show, there's a space alien race that is totally about honor. You know, like, you have no honor, or I must fight to keep my honor. Somehow I think that they mean something a little bit different from what you're talking about.
I see. It is a little different, I suppose. That kind of honor is what we would call having a good reputation, being known for being fair and brave, or as the Bible says, doing what is honorable.
Honorable, huh? And where does the Bible say that?
Oh, there are a lot of places, but Proverbs 21:21 and Philippians 4:8 are two that tell us that we need to do honorable things and think honorable thoughts.
Do you have a script about honor, Mr. Jacobs?
I can remember a pretty old one. I'll go see if I can find it.
And we can listen to another program while we wait.
And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes the magnificent drama, The Princess and Her Guest, an adapted biblical parable about honor. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a princess named Velma.
I'm not fond of the name, but I had little say in the matter.
She was often throwing parties and inviting friends and family members to have dinner with her.
I wouldn't miss any one of these parties. The singing, the dancing, the games, and the food. 'Tis simply delightful.
One thing that made eating at the Great Hall so interesting is at the high end, there were seats that were soft and comfortable. And at the low end of the table, there were chairs that were not so nice. And the very end, there was the flimsiest, most uncomfortable chair you can imagine.
It's kind of a joke now that whoever's last at the table has to sit in that chair. It's jolly good fun.
At the time of our story, a friend of Princess Velma decided to come over for a visit.
My friend, it's been ever so long.
Helga, it has. When was the last time we went boar hunting?
Too long ago to remember.
These two friends had a great time during the day, and when it came to dinner, they both arrived early to get good seats. Velma sat at her place at the head of the table, and Helga sat next to her. As soon as the dinner bell rang, visitors scrambled to find their places, and soon there was only one seat left.
It does appear that no one will be stuck sitting in the last seat tonight.
But Velma had spoken too soon, because who should walk in at that moment but her royal grandmother?
Good evening, everyone. I was just waking up from my nap.
Quietly, everyone looked at each other and started whispering.
The Queen Mother is going to have to sit in the lowest seat. How disgraceful.
My dearest friend, I mustn't disrespect my grandmother. Would you mind giving her your seat?
Me? But of course, Your Majesty.
Thank you, my good lady. Oh, fried pickles! My favorite.
And so, Helga made her way to the only seat left, the lowest seat, the flimsiest, most
They
uncomfortable.
get it. Oof. How humiliating.
The next morning, Helga was approached by the Queen Mother.
Yes, you're the kind girl who gave me her seat for dinner.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I know you must still be embarrassed about last night, but I intend to make up for all that by giving you some secret advice.
Secret? Okay.
When the bell tolled for lunch that day, Helga was one of the first to the table. But instead of sitting at the high end of the table, she went to the lowest seat right away.
What are you doing down there, Helga? Don't sit in that rickety old thing. Sit up here with me and my grandmother.
And so, Helga was moved to the head of the table and treated like one of the royal family.
A toast to the Queen Mother.
To Grandma.
Oh my! What an honor!
The moral is, we need to treat other people better than we treat ourselves. If we try to put ourselves higher than them, the Bible says God will make sure that we are made lower. But if we make ourselves lower, He will raise us up. Looking thoughtful, girls. Anything wrong?
Yeah, I have a question about that script.
Yeah, me too.
Me 3.
Oh, wow. 3 questions. I didn't think it was that confusing.
Well, I'm not confused. I just thought that script seemed a little familiar. Didn't we do that one a long time ago?
Maybe.
Not confused much, but I was wondering if I've got this straight. The way to get God to make us better than everyone is to make ourselves lower. Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, I think you're missing a key part to this whole lesson, Bailey.
I figured there's always a catch.
The lesson God was teaching us in that parable wasn't to game the system and make ourselves low just to get God to make us great. He was saying that the greatest people are the ones that show His love to others. Many times people try to do good things and act humble and kind, but God can see past all that and that fake goodness. We can do good things just to get noticed and rewarded. Then that's all we will end up getting.
Something tells me this is all in the Bible.
Samuel 16:7 and Matthew 6 something.
That's right, Ashley. Good enough answer for you, Bailey?
I'll let you know if I've got a follow-up.
Sounds good. And what's your question, Kim?
Well, I was just thinking about these video games that Bailey and I have been playing. I really want to get my name on the top 10, but is that wrong? I mean, isn't that like trying to get the highest, nicest chair in the drama we read earlier?
That's a good question, Kim. And it kind of goes along with what I was telling Bailey. It's all about why you're doing it. God tells us over and over that when we are doing something, we need to do our very best. So when it comes to playing video games or doing homework or even learning about the Bible, we need to do our best to learn and grow and work hard at it. It's when we do things for ourselves or when we make these things more important than anything else in our lives that we run into trouble.
Besides, I don't think there's any way we're going to get close to being on the top 10 list, Kim, so I think you're safe.
Well, I guess we better get back to it.
Back to it?
Yeah, gotta practice hard, right?
But Okay, but I've got to get to my homework eventually.
Let's do this.
Have fun, you two.
I'd better get going too. Thanks for your help, Mr. Jacobs.
Anytime, Ashley. See you next week.
Bye.